The thing has been done?
Thing has been done.
Well, in that case, good evening, everybody. We hope you're having a lovely Sunday, whatever time of day it is, or whatever day it is you happen to be watching this. Be quiet, shut up. Brain isn't working. It's really warm here today, so my brain ain't so good. Anyhow, welcome to the party. I am your dungeon master, world creator, loudmouthed British person who will be telling everyone what to do. I am the Bardic Knock, or Matthew Knock, if you want to use a real people name. Where we left off with our lovely people in this Dungeons and Dragons game is they were just delving into a mine, and there were some goblins. And we're going to continue delving into that. But before we do so, how about we go around and introduce ourselves? Because that's what we do, apparently. Don't blink. You weren't here last week, and you've been lumped with, what did you call them? The backdoor team?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, you're with the backdoor team currently.
Unfortunately, they're producing an entirely different film, and we couldn't get them for pictures today.
Nice.
Yeah. So, don't blink. Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself and your character, and then say a third thing?
All right, we'll do. I'm Don't Blink. I play Vako, the mysterious and very charismatic sorcerer. And third thing.
Woo.
Did you want me to specifically say third thing, or a third thing describing me?
I was just expecting you to say a third thing. Like.
Oh, okay. So third thing. All right. Next.
There we go. Perfect introduction. We are like consummate professionals. That's what we do here. No, Zindrix again. We're starting to get a little concerned. We think Blake might have vanished off the face of the earth. But we're gonna go find him.
If you're out there, Blake, we love you.
That's gonna be like a real life adventure where we're actually.
We'll actually have to go out into the real world and find him.
It's gonna be a
Crap.
much longer trip for some of us than for others. Passports are gonna be needed.
I don't quite know the CR. You know, I'm only like a level 4 bard. It's yikes. Could be hard. But you know what? Screw it. It'll be fun. So moving on, we have Rebecca. Rebecca, you know the drill. Who are you? What are the voices in your head telling you to say, and then say another third thing?
My name's Rebecca. I'll be playing the half-orc bard from Rose. As far as the voices, you don't want to know that information.
That is classified.
It is. It's not for PG-13 audiences.
Oh, okay.
This
Let's
isn't
be
a
honest.
PG-13.
Do we have a PG-13 audience? Yeah, I hope not.
If we
You know,
did,
my
I didn't
daughter watch
really
this
fucking-
show.
I think we might have scarred some youths.
Well, what are you on about? I think it is totally PG-13 to ram a giant glaive through a dead goblin and dance its corpse around, trying to convince other goblins to come and leap off of a cliff.
I mean,
You
to
know
be fair,
what?
Kitty's
And-
probably the most scarred youth you'll ever find.
And then take said goblin and throw it and basically jam it down another goblin's throat.
If you want to see
You know,
that, go watch our last stream.
But
In the 70s, it probably was fine, but now it's not.
Okay.
yeah,
So
the
children are
important
more
thing is that
delicate
there was no
nowadays?
sexism or racism, right?
Oh,
Okay. Moving on.
It's not
Cody.
racism if it's goblins, it's speciesism.
Yeah, exactly. So, Cody, and your beautiful, fresh-shaved face, who are you?
Looks like he wants to touch it.
All right,
It looks so
so
smooth.
I play Kid the Fighter / Wizard. He is 16-year-old and likely the most scarred youth you will ever run into. And as an effort to become more like my character, I have become clean-shaven. That's not really the reason. I messed up while I was shaving. Everyone does it.
I was gonna say
But-
that's some heavy duty commitment.
But yeah, last game I was yelling down a staircase, so maybe more of that today.
We will definitely have more staircase yellings. And then we have TJ.
Hey, my name is TJ in the real world, and I play Flick, the level 4 rogue. Why do I always want to say Bard? I I start saying Bard if I'm not thinking about it. It's like the third time I've caught myself doing it.
Maybe it's a
Oh.
calling.
Maybe
And
you
a
should
third
switch
thing-
to Bard. Multi-class
Yeah,
into Bard.
Right, there you go, Rogue Bard. I love it.
Ooh,
So I
that'd
can
be
be singing
fun.
songs on stage, and then when I lull people into a false sense of security, I whip a dagger out of my loot.
No. You get one of those weaponized.
They are
Perfect.
like there are rules for that. Just to let you know.
Oh yeah. I have.
Oh, and Matt, my third thing, if you're overheating, we should probably switch you to water cooling.
You know, we probably should. And finally, we have Archer. Say words, Archer.
Hello.
In case it wasn't clear.
My name is Archer. I am playing Keldor, the Null Knight, and yeah, I killed a goblin with another goblin. So that happens.
That did happen. That is the first time I've seen that. I am impressed.
You know what? I'm still really annoyed, but then another group on here totally copied it. They stole it, and they're
know,
trying to
I
claim that they
know.
started it. Like, we are
That
the
is our
original
intellectual
Goblin
property.
Bowlers.
It's like, yeah, you might have killed more than one with your goblin, but I did it first.
Mainstream, they're off in that direction. Like, we're the hipster originals. Everyone's just trying to be like us.
Also, I have too many dice.
There is no such thing.
Nope,
Uh,
can't do it.
That's
My
all-
bag
Okay.
of dice would barely fit in your two hands cupped.
Yeah, this is
Um,
just my d6s.
Ah,
And
Well,
they're-
I
the
think
smallest
that
ones.
is all the important words said.
for the most part.
Yeah, pretty much. So let's just say welcome to the party one more time, because that's always good. And then, well, there's Twitters and Discords and all those lovely things. If you look around the screen, you'll find them. I'm hoping that I'm gonna stop being so overheated and can start thinking properly soon. Because otherwise, it's gonna be a really shitty experience for everyone.
How hot is it over there?
Very. I don't know.
Too hot to get up and look.
In Fahrenheit, though, not Celsius.
We just had this conversation. We're not having it again.
No, it's in Kelvin, guys.
Oh god. So anyhow, let's leap straight in to where we left off. Although we're actually going to jump on over to the backdoor team, as they were so carefully named last time. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to reveal some of this. Don't blink, pretty much it's just you and a bunch of NPCs. So you were heading down this way, you were chasing off some goblins that were in the main corridor, and you decided to split. You went that way, and everyone else went the other.
Okay.
I'm going to say for ease, Zindrix and Sif, they are going to offer to stay back and kind of essentially guard Berea in case anyone else tries to come this way. So they're going to just hang back there and let you, Eliza, Unst, and Angus proceed however you wish.
Okay, then.
How we got
Thrust
Eliza to
into
go with
the
that other
spotlight.
party, I have no idea.
A bat.
It's stressing.
It was a bat.
I used the cute bat.
I
Yeah,
know.
blame
That
everything
damn
on
Would
bat.
it, would it be possible actually to rejoin the party? I'm just kind of thinking.
I mean, you could look around, say you don't see anything, and then come back. But you might actually see something.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
the reason being is I don't want to. Splitting the party is always a bad thing.
Okay, to let you know though, I did send my familiar with Eliza, and we can empathically communicate. So should
Yeah.
there be any danger, I have instructed the bat to basically
Freak out.
send some.
Don't worry, guys. There's a 4-ounce bat with you. You're totally safe.
Well, it's probably better for the GM and kind of for the flow of the game as well. Metagame.
I'm with you.
But
I mean, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. How I had envisioned it is what you'd be doing if you chose to explore this area. This would be the stuff that's happening, while last week, what we saw them do when they went off the other way. So currently, whilst Varco is here, all the other stuff which happened, involving Goblin Corpse Marionette and Goblin Bowling is occurring.
Rewind a few minutes to the point where we just split up in this central section here, and then we go right and you go left, and we're at that point in time right now.
I see.
Yeah. So canonically, they're off in the other hallway.
Killing stuff.
Yeah, currently
And
making
stabbing a
horses
goblin
dance.
on a glaive to use as a puppet.
Obviously, if Varco then kind of looks and goes, you know what? I think I'm going to go that way. You can totally just turn around and go and catch up with them.
I think that's what Valko would do. He would like to be with everyone else. And he's going to tell Unst that he's in charge as he kind of smirks at Prince and Fife.
Okay, yeah. So Unst kind of looks and goes, naturally, Unst is always in charge. Speaking of, charge!
And he runs off.
And he's going to rush off down the hallway as everyone else follows. So, Varco, if you want to move yourself back over to catch up with everybody else.
Yes. I will just kind of make my way up back to the engine. Hopefully, there's nothing between me and them.
No, there is nothing, because this is literally in the course of, it wasn't many rounds. It was like 3 rounds they were over there, so that's like less than a minute. So you probably wouldn't even need to run. You could probably like casually stroll over there, and you'd catch the end of the combat that was taking place.
I see
So
bodies everywhere.
yeah, the combat you'd probably catch at the end. You'd probably catch Meat Sprinkles leaping off of Keldor's shoulder, murdering one of his friends, and then Keldor seeming to shake free of some kind of magical ailment that had him paralyzed as he rushes forward and murders what few goblins lay before him. You will then also see Kid heading and looking as if he's about to start going downstairs.
Get back up this staircase! I'm gonna get you like a damn trout!
Oh, did I come at a bad time? I kind of like stand beside Primrose.
Oh, hey, what's up?
I can come back later if you want.
Please stay with us. I'm scared.
Also, Varco, just to quickly describe where you are stood on. You're kind of stood on a bridge, and if you look over the side, you do see a flowing river of water underneath you.
Hey, Matt.
That's what that stuff is. Yes?
I think you and me keep adding an R into Vako's name.
We do?
It sounded like you did just there, and I know I did the other day, and I think I got it from you. I learned it from watching you, Dad.
See, what I'm doing is I'm sitting with 2 A's, and that's making me want to pronounce it, like Aardvark. So I mean, if it is just Vaco, or Vaco, or
Vaco.
Vaco.
Vaco. Blame my
See,
English.
no, it's just it's your accent that makes it do that, I think.
It's always going to sound like an R. So.
We always blame your accent there, Matt.
It's definitely.
I can't help it. I mean,
in game, Flick is stood there, kind of like almost like frozen in like the last throwing pose he was in from killing the last guy, and just like breathing heavily, like panting. And for anybody who's looking, he looks a tiny bit like he's in shock.
Is everything okay?
How many more people are we gonna kill today?
As many as necessary.
Okay.
And he just kind of starts wandering around looking for his daggers, and like wanders up to like the first goblin and like kind of leans down with a look on his face like, ew, and like thunks a dagger out of it, and then goes over to the next one and repeats the process until he's gathered up all his daggers again.
That's a lot of goblins you killed.
Yeah, it's a first for me, killing this many things in a day. I don't know how hunters do it.
How many do you normally kill in a day?
0. It's a big jump.
Oh,
Every once in a while, someone, like tries to kill me or one of my friends, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So you take this and learn from the experience. You only get better at it.
Whew. Yeah. Yeah.
Marco shakes his head.
And Flick pulls out his flask and takes another quick pull, then stashes it away and says,
Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
definitely a good call.
"This
Drinking
is
will
like his
definitely calm all of your nerves.
Yes, and it was only about an hour's travel time between the slaughter at the dwarf camp and here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've definitely had like 5 or 6 drinks in that time period, if not more.
I mean, how much have you been spacing them out? Is it just like every 10, 20 minutes, take a little swig?
There was definitely a couple swigs in quick succession after the initial slaughter with the dwarves.
Mm.
So if we want to roll for compounding effects on top of that, I think it's probably
Yeah, let's
getting to about
let's see
time.
if you're starting to get drunk. If you would roll me a fortitude save, please.
Okay. I wouldn't have mentioned it if I didn't think it was starting to get important. Oh boy, Flick's fortitude saves. That's I don't know if I upped that for last level just in case the one makes a difference. Ooh,
Okay.
it's a 12.
Okay, since you aren't like pounding this, like you're starting to get a bit tipsy. You're still, for the most part, fully capable of the vast majority of basic functions.
Okay.
If you keep on drinking, however, you'll be pushing more and more to being less
Roger that.
sober.
Well, the tipsy is exactly what he was looking for, because he wants a little bit of stress relief from this situation. So he's good for the moment. We'll see what else happens.
Okay. So, how are you guys proceeding? Are you just marching on down these stairs into the next room? And
What do we see from the top of this?
well, if you are peering into the next room, it's quite a small room, and it leads to another set of stairs in the bottom corner. It appears more to be like just a small corridor connecting to actual rooms.
I'm
I got your
just gonna
back.
keep
Got my
moving,
crossbow out.
and I just
Okay. And
Hey,
I'll
Keldor, you should probably let me like come out there with you and look for traps.
oh yeah, I should probably do that. I can do that now.
Yeah, so I'll like fumble my way around Keldor, get in front of him, and resume my trap checking duties.
okay. Do you want to roll me a
And-
search check then?
Sure. And as I said last time I was searching, he has a pattern of search 15 seconds, look up, search 10, 15 seconds, look up.
Yeah.
And
Where do you want meat sprinkles in all of this? As a
Meat
group?
Sprinkles is allowed to move freely and do as he chooses. For ease of access, I will put him behind Keldor because he now has value to me.
No.
as long as there's someone in between me and him.
Yeah.
Sure should be
Okay,
if I'm
with
in
a
front.
search check of a 14 for Keldor, you don't seem to find anything out of place. And with Flick's search check of 25, you definitely know this area is not trapped. This is they use it for like quick movement and access. They probably wouldn't bother putting traps down when they need to be moving themselves.
Okay. So I'm gonna move into this room. And do I see anything else once we start coming in here? Or is it just a big empty room?
Well, you notice. Wait, let me just done on the right thing. You can see a small corridor down in the bottom corner, and if you would like to make a listen check for me, or a spot if you want to try and see it as well.
Listen, 16.
Oh,
Sugar is not within 5 feet, so just 19.
that's a natural 20 though.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, kid, you're definitely the first one to hear this, and it's probably somewhat familiar of a sound to you. You can hear the rapid scurrying of hundreds of small rat-like feet. A few squeaks, a few generic rat sounds.
Do I see rats when I come out of the ring?
Well,
Do I see hundreds of rats?
Yeah. In the entryway to that corridor, you can see what appears to be quite a lot of rats. One might even say a swarm of rats.
Oh shit.
Here?
Right there.
If you got torches, light them up.
I. It's actually that's a good question. Do I have torch?
It does. Let me double check.
I do.
I do not.
I have one.
I have a
Okay.
lantern.
Splash weapon. I'm going to look back and say, make sure Vaco has plenty of space.
All right.
Roll my initiative.
So, yeah, if you would all be so kind as to roll me some initiative, please. And let's put.
Time to
That's
do some
for
exterminating.
Valko, Keldor, Flick, Kid, Primrose, Rats. Okay, yes, that's everybody. So, Valko, you are the first to be able to react to these. I mean, I'm assuming either Kid or Flick or Keldor have gone rats or some such.
Yeah,
cry
kids
of-
shouted out, get your torches out, guys.
What Flick does when he sees rats is he suddenly goes from like post-traumatic stress syndrome to like fucking rage holic. He like instantly starts like rats and like reaches in and just starts hurling daggers as quick as he can at as many of them as he can.
Okay, always the sensible choice, really.
Bad.
He hates
maybe
rats.
A bad experience maybe once before, Flick.
Maybe you try sleeping outside your entire life.
In a city that is not known for its cleanliness.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say I have slept outside my entire life.
Well, then you know.
Well,
I
he's
slept on
slept
the
up in mountains. He's not come across rats.
Yeah,
It's too
I've never
cold
seen
there for
rats.
them.
Yeah.
Well, then you don't know.
Alrighty. Alright, so Vaco. Do you want me to go first or do you want to take it?
I'm just gonna move. Well, first right there, and because I couldn't see it from where I was.
Right?
I don't think I have a torch with me, but I would assume I would have my weapon out, my crossbow.
You know, there's a couple of torches pinned up around the room. There's like 2 on each wall. If you wanted to go and like grab one and do that.
Are there ever burning torches?
They are ever burning, yes.
Okay, that wouldn't be so useful then.
Everburning still burns stuff.
No, it actually does not. It does not consume air or emit heat. You can actually place a lit ever-burning torch into a backpack and not worry about your stuff. It stays burning underwater,
It's technically a flashlight in D&D.
basically.
I do have
Interesting.
2 real torches, but Flick kind of goes a little bit crazy when he sees the rats. So
Okay.
he's not thinking about the torches.
Okay, so it's Vaco, are you doing anything?
Nope, I'm just moving right beside you. I'm just
Alright.
gonna be like, I don't see the rats.
I'm grabbing my lantern, which it's not lit though, so that won't be very useful.
We can get it set up this turn. That's all we can do.
Honestly, a better choice for me is to just go forward and keep them from moving very easily. Yes. So I'm gonna move up here and make sure that they can't move easily.
Keldor should just try and make a rat angel.
And then, and then yeah. They are in range of me now, right? Okay.
Yeah. They're in
I'm
your
just gonna
threat
take a
range.
swipe at them then.
Okay, go for it.
We'll see how this goes. Okay. 22 for 16.
You I just need to double check something. See, I recently read up on this, and now I've forgotten it again.
All right.
Swarm rules.
Worms are
Yep.
annoying.
Yeah, I never
I'm like
figured those out.
90% certain I know what it is, but just gotta make double certain. There's the swarm subtype rules. Yep. Check.
In the meantime, I just figured out that I don't have breakfast, but I do have beer.
That's the same thing, right?
Pretty sure.
Yep. None of that. That.
God, if only Zindrix were here. He has that, or she
I was
has that.
just gonna say, where's
fireball.
the druid when you need her?
Busy.
Ah. Yeah, rat swarms take half damage.
Yeah, I was like 90% certain. Like they're, not small. They're tiny creatures. So, yep, that's it.
Yeah, they just take half damage.
Alrighty. So yeah, when you swipe into this group of them, you're swinging at what is essentially like 200 and something rats. It's hard to get a definite hit, but you do a nice, great big like swipe through everything. So you kill a sizable chunk of them, but that swarm does not look like it's slowing down.
So, just for visual's sake here, Matt, so we know what we're fighting. Are they all on the ground on their own paws, or are they like piling up on top of each other and moving as a mass, or
They are.
it's just like a herd of rats running around, right?
Yeah, it is a herd of rats. It's
Okay.
the exacting specifics according to the book. A swarm of tiny creatures is 278 rats in a 10-foot by 10-foot square. So
No, thank you.
yeah, they're running on top of each other. They're running under each other. They're just everywhere.
Okay.
Oh, and it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so Flick definitely reaches in and claws daggers out first, like I said. So he's gonna do that. I can't imagine I get a sneak attack on these things.
Unfortunately not, because it's a mess. So you can't
Yeah.
sneak attack them.
Well, I think I hit. I did a whole 2 damage.
Yeah. You hurl your dagger into this swarm, and you're fairly certain you hit a rat.
I like to think that
like there's another rat that crawls right on top of the one you just hit, and your dagger is lost in this amorphous mass of tiny rat bodies.
I think Flick would take aim at one very particular rat and like fucking slice it in half. And
Oh yeah, you
because
definitely do. You find your one rat, and you go, you dick.
Pinned it to the ground.
This is
Just
how
like,
Flick got good at throwing daggers.
yeah,
He used to hunt rats. He may have had to eat them at some point, but
That's
We've all
what I
done
was
it.
gonna ask.
no more rats.
Okay.
Kid is going to go over here, and he's going to retrieve a torch
This is
from
how
his
Flick got
inventory.
good at
I
throwing
don't know
daggers.
if I have enough time to light it this turn.
He used to hunt rats.
No, standard
Lighting
action.
a
He may have
torch
had to eat them
is
at some point, but
is a standard
That's what I was
action,
gonna
isn't
ask.
it?
Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so torch and flint and
No
steel
more
out if I
rats.
can get them both out on the same turn. Kid,
Yeah,
Kid is
yeah.
back
Does
to
it-
so. Kid is
drawing
going to
something,
go over
that's,
here, and he's going to
a
retrieve
free action, isn't it?
torch
'Cause
from
it's
his
like a
inventory.
single action to
I
draw
don't know
a
if I have enough
weapon.
time to light it this
well,
turn.
not unless you have quick draw, but
Yeah. So
Even
you can
if
get
his
it all
phone's
out,
going
and you can
back,
get it
so.
lit. So you're
Okay,
ready for
just can't
next
attack
round.
him this turn. Yep.
Okay. Oh, we totally forgot to roll initiative for the most important member of the team.
good initiative.
Monsieur Mitsprinkles.
Yeah. So he was supposed to go. Well, at the exact same time as Flick. Was there anything you wanted him to do specifically, or?
Die?
Go kill
Nope.
stuff. Just other
Mm.
rogue.
He'd come on down and then take a look and go, can't really do much with that. And kind of like just stand there and go,
I mean, any damage
So,
helps.
Primrose.
Oh gosh. Let me see what I got in my pocket.
Boy.
Ow.
Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing.
Can we help you with anything?
No, I'm having trouble seeing. I'm trying to read.
Like on the computer or like with your actual real life people eyes?
My people eyes.
Ah,
Oh
okay.
no.
That does make it difficult to play.
Certainly.
Yeah. No, I've been getting used to new glasses. So I'm trying to
Gotcha.
screen. Give me a minute.
I like how this is the only time where the super chunky nature of revealing the map makes it look like Minecraft in a particularly fitting way.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Well, you are in a mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time it works when we're out in like the natural, when we're out in a forest and it's all squares and stuff, it looks weird. But here it looks perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
I
real.
mean, if I had like real people money, I'd upgrade and get dynamic lighting.
Dynamic
real
lighting would
people
be
might-
sweet.
It's pretty great.
Oh, there's a setting
This
for
is
that.
not
They just don't give it to you unless you pay them.
anyway, like
Yeah,
teacher
but
stuff.
it's, it makes sense because they do need to make money somehow.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I totally would if I had money to spend on that every month. It's on my list of things to maybe get eventually.
Eventually. We'll work on it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Primrose walked in. Okay.
I did.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to wait.
I would suggest
We don't have access.
not.
We don't have access to level 2 spells.
No, you do. I don't.
God damn it!
Do you?
Why?
Forget.
I mean, I have them. I just can't use them because I haven't rested or anything.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
it
that's
is.
right. That's
Yeah, you need to rest before you can use that.
Yeah, we should have taken
I
a
was
rest before we
gonna-
came in here.
I was gonna
Well, it
be
was middle
smart
of
and
the
use that
day.
first, but
It's like doing a save
There's
file
not
before you
much
enter the
I can
boss
actually-
dungeon. Sorry, Prim.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Just go ahead and. Oh.
You want to hold your action until you can figure out what you're doing?
well, I wanted to use sound burst, but I can't use it because I haven't rested.
Yeah. And then. Wait. You have. You have Dazzle, right?
I think you're thinking of
I
Flare.
have Flare.
Flare, that one. The one that actually dazzles them. That's the one.
It dazzles one creature though.
Mhm.
Well, don't swarms technically count as one
Yeah,
creature? according
a
to
swarm
that?
counts
Yes
as
and
a
no.
single creature.
Yeah,
Well,
so
okay then.
yeah, I would use that. Because you're basically just bursting a light right over their face, so.
Do I need to be within range, like within?
You're within
field of
range.
vision?
Oh, no. As long as you can see the area, you can make it happen.
I would suggest not getting in front of me, because I'm going to be doing my best to keep them from getting past me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, that works too.
Probably means I'm going to be the one who's swarmed.
And probably the one set on fire.
Oh! Okay.
Careful about
Cast
that.
mending. We know what Flare does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so they get a fortitude save on flare, if I'm correct.
Believe it is Fortitude. Yes.
Okay. And the saving throw they need to make, well, the DC even. So flare
Grand
is
total 12.
0. So okay. Yeah, they seem to be unaffected by that flare. With so many of them rushing through, it's almost like none of them. Yeah, one or two might have looked up and gone, "Ooh, well, they're rats. They aren't capable of convoluted thought." But if we're going to humanize them, you're fairly certain you see some of them look up and go, "Ooh, what a pretty shiny light." But then the others all just charge over them and they keep running as part of the pack. Okay, so, well, Primrose, what you have also done, since you've positioned yourself, you can now see down that corridor and you can see there's actually quite a lot of them.
Hey, there's quite a lot of them.
Half movement
Yeah.
speed.
Thanks for that.
Yep, they can just make that with a half movement speed.
And
So,
I get an attack of opportunity.
Yes,
Come on.
you do. Yes, they can't make attacks, but they still invoke. That's correct.
Yep.
Oh my goodness!
Well, I mean, you are getting swarmed by rats.
Yeah. Okay. How are we going to punish you for this fumble?
I mean, he's already getting covered in rats.
Yeah, I quite like the image of as you go to lift your glaive and swing down, just all of these rats swarm, and I can justifiably equate that to being a form of panic, causing you to just let the grip on your glaive slip. So you're gonna be unarmed until you pick that up again.
Oh shit.
Okay, so these rats swarm over you. You're going to take 4 damage. And can you make me a fortitude save, please?
Yep. Oh man, fortitude is not my best. And I crit failed
Me
again.
neither.
Oh no.
Shit.
That sucks.
Can you just roll me a d3, please?
Damn, 2 fumbles in a row. Don't go for the hat trick.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I'll take that into account. I'll need to write that down somewhere so I don't forget. Okay, and the other rats.
Did Kildor just get mowed down by a carpet of rats?
Well, these other ones can't quite get to Keldor. They can't move very far, but they're slowly making their way forward.
Sweet Jesus, that's a lot of rats.
Yeah, it is.
By
feel
the
like I just
way,
watched
I
a
got
horror-
disarmed so they can take their full movement.
Oh, yeah, that's what I took into account.
Okay, just checking.
I feel like I
And
just
Keldor, it's back up to you. You have started your turn being swarmed, so if you can make me another fortitude save, please.
It is a fortitude.
Yep.
Holy sh!
Yeah. Unfortunately, with all these rats crawling
I'm just-
all over your entire skin and face and legs and everything, you feel kind of nauseous. So,
What is that? What exactly does nausea do?
I will look it up.
if someone wants to double check, but I'm fairly certain, whilst nauseous, you can only make a
Unable
single
to attack,
action. You
cast
can't
spells,
attack.
concentrate on spells, or do anything requiring attention.
Single move action.
Yep.
I'm picking up my weapon as.
Yeah, you're trying to not open your mouth because a rat will crawl in it as you protect yourself from vomiting. As you kind of reach down, and go. And yeah, you've got your glaive back. Varco, you can see what looks kind of like, nearly 1,000 rats slowly pouring into the room.
Wow.
Holy
Let's
fuck.
see. That's a lot of them. Yes.
That's going to be a lot of goddamn rats.
Yeah. Just kind of like interested in see how many Flick will end up wanting to eat. Valko just kind of like smiles at Flick. He's like, "Don't worry, I won't kill them, so they can be fresh for you."
Random
Kill them!
question that I forgot. How much damage did I take? I didn't actually do that.
4.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so all these are within the 15-foot cone.
Yes,
And so
yes, they are.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Color Spray.
Ooh. Okay. What save do I need to make the color spray?
They have to make a will save.
Ah.
The will save is pretty high.
Fail.
All right.
Okay, so if you want, once again, I'm 90% certain color spray is if they fail, they are stunned.
Well, how many hit
blind,
die? I think they're
paralyzed.
I think they're 2 hit die. I'm sure.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so yeah, they are unconscious, blinded, and stunned for 2d4 rounds.
Oh,
Keldor only
sorry,
did make
no,
that same
they're,
save,
they're
huh?
4 hit die.
Oh, they're 4 hit die. Okay. They are blinded and stunned for d4 rounds, and then stunned again for 1 more round. So I'll roll a d4.
Yeah.
What is
Keldor, you need that one too.
Save will?
Will.
The save will is going to be, I think it's a level 1 spell plus my thing, so it's a DC 15 will save.
Okay.
Oh. You're blinded.
Yep.
This is not your day.
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I didn't
1
roll.
round. Thankfully, it wasn't that bad.
Well, you're blinded and the rats are blinded and stunned for 2 rounds because it gets an additional round, sadly. But Keldor, how much? I think you're 4 hit die.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're blinded and stunned for 2 rounds as well.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Color
So,
spray.
Meat Sprinkles, seeing all of this.
Did you
Well, at
roll
least they won't eat you.
2d4 for the rats? Because they get 2d4 rounds that they're stunned.
Oh, 2d4?
Yeah, for hit dice less than 2, it's 2d4.
They have 4 hit die as a swarm.
Okay, fine. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Keldor.
No, it's fine. It's better for me than for the rats because I'm being swarmed, obviously.
Okay.
And I have buddies who are not.
Meat Sprinkles, seeing all of this, is kind of terrified of the rats because he's just seen Keldor being like overwhelmed by a group. But he's slightly more terrified of Varko.
I tell everybody the rats are stunned, and now is your time to do whatever.
Use fire!
So what Meat Sprinkles is going to do, he's going to ask if anyone has a torch or anything that he can use and be helpful with.
Got my only one right here, buddy.
I'll whip one out and hand it to him. I'm right next to him.
Yeah.
And I've got quick draw, so I can do it during his turn, right?
Yeah, so if you do that, hand him a torch, he's going to light it. So he's got that ready for next round. He's going to go and help. Flick, it's you. There's
All right. So it's
a
totally
shit
up
ton
to
of
you.
rats that are
Yeah.
stunned and blind and confused.
Yeah, totally up to you how much of this I can get done because I just handed him my own torch. I had 2 torches. I'm going to pull the other one out and try and light it and throw it at Keldor's feet if I can get as much of that in. However much of that I can get in.
Well, since
Keldor.
it's very convenient that both of you are next to each other on the initiative order, because I like to imagine that you kind of got both torches out.
Yeah.
He's going to light one, use it to help you light yours, so then, yes, you will be able to throw it.
All right.
You did some teamwork there to halve some of the movement speed and whatnot needed for it.
What
So-
would you like me to roll to throw a torch?
It Well, it's just making like a ranged attack. So
With an
pick a
improvised
square
weapon.
you're going to try and throw it at, and just hurl that torch.
Okay, so it's basically just a dex check, right?
It's
Yeah.
a ranged weapon check. Just click on
Range
the
attack
weapon.
-4.
Ranged attack -4.
Yes, you are not proficient in
Okay.
torches. Nobody is.
Gotcha. So I'm going to use my thrown dagger macro -4.
Yeah.
That works.
And still not flanking, I take it.
No.
Okay, so it's a 23 to hit.
And were you aiming for right here at Keldor's feet?
Like the square that he and the rats are both occupying. Because he's like covered in them. I'm trying to like throw like in between his legs, if anything, and get them away from him.
Okay.
I'm sure he'd rather get a little singed fur than to get the rats off.
Keldor's just getting beaten up by all his buddies. If you would like to roll me a D3, please.
Where is my dice roller? Oh, there it is. It's behind the screen I was on. That's fine. A D3. Oh, right. And we can't roll D3. So what's the macro? /D3?
/R 1D3.
/R1D3. Nope. That didn't do it.
Space between R and.
There you go. You just need to add another bracket at the end of that, and it'll roll.
That too.
Oh, okay. Haha.
Ah, nice one. Okay, Keldor, you will also be taking that 3 damage. Because there's fire at your feet, burning you, as you are stunned and blind.
Perfect addition.
Burning, stunned, and blind. Where's our
Oh, God.
healer?
What's going on?
Kid, what would you like to do?
Why did we send our
as
healer
I'm-
with the other group?
As I'm getting my torch lit up, I am hit with a stroke of inspiration. I look over at Flick, and I say, "Hand me your flask."
What?
Oh
It's
God.
a good thing I like Keldor.
And I hand him the flask.
Okay. After I receive that, I am going to head over this way, and
Mhm.
I'm going to toss the flask into the middle of them.
It's half
Okay.
empty, by the way.
Okay, however much I can get.
Flick, just to specify, this has been a pretty hard spirit you've been drinking, yes?
This is the hardest stuff I could get from the dwarves. Remember I said I filled it up from them after we saved them?
Oh, shit.
That is
Okay,
some
I don't know if I
good
could-
alcohol.
I don't know if I could combine that with a torch and Molotov that shit.
I'm going to allow it.
Alrighty.
Because that's just cool.
Since Flick's a little person, and this flask is half empty, you're only going to. It's only going to create like a very small 10-foot burst. If that's cool.
That's cool
That's
with
still
me.
pretty solid, yeah.
Okay.
Where are you
Which
throwing it?
direction
Like-
are you hurling this flask in?
Yeah, I'm trying to put it in the area that has the littlest amount of Keldor in it, and also block off the other ones from getting in.
Well, that's a crit, so
Yes, it is. So once again, I like to reward crit, so I'm going to double. You know what? Actually, you'll have more fun rolling the damage. Roll 4d8.
Alrighty.
Nice.
This is very powerful alcohol.
21.
21 damage.
It also doubles as an explosive.
Yeah. So where are you aiming for? You aiming for here? To hit...
I'm trying to aim for right here, get as many of the rats as possible, and also block off the exit if possible as well.
Oh, that would actually hit everything. It would also hit Keldor, unfortunately.
With the 10-foot radius, wouldn't that be out of it? Like if he hit the middle of that?
Okay, hang on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Can't be a 10-foot radius. It's a 10-foot patch. That you said, right, Matt? Like a
Yeah,
10-foot
sorry.
square. Yeah. So what Keldor is saying is if the square is
It's
centered
just like could be,
down
like,
below
right
him, like right
here,
there.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
okay,
that's
so
what
you're
he's
gonna hit
trying-
that.
and not me.
Well, yes, thankfully you're not hitting Keldor, but you are hitting enough of the rats nearby. 21. Okay. Well, they're gone, and the ones that are on Keldor, they start scurrying off and rushing off in as many different directions as they can. As individuals,
yeah.
they're scurrying, trying to find holes in the walls, just running the fuck away from,
Terrifying boom boom.
Yeah, I mean, the fire goes out very quickly. It's not a lingering burn. But,
Good job, Vaco. That was almost worth the alcohol.
Baco just shrugs.
Fuck you.
but it was Kid that did it.
Oh, was it? Oh, I thought it was Vaco.
No, I
No,
just
sorry, I wasn't doing that as an intentional slight.
No, it was,
was
totally
moving around.
intentional.
Yeah,
on, let's
I was
be
moving around
honest.
and misheard things. My bad. Okay, he says that to Kid then. He knows who he
All right.
handed it to, even if I don't.
Nice.
Okay, Primrose. There's only one swarm of rats left.
Yeah. Well, I'm out of my level 1 spells, so or level 0 spells. Would a fascinate work in this situation?
You can attempt to fascinate them if you want to. I mean, these are already blind and stunned.
Oh, well. Never mind then.
punch them in the face.
I,
You can just walk over and start hacking away at them.
can I?
Yeah, they're blind,
Oh.
they're stunned, they're not moving.
I mean, I have a sickle. I guess I could do that.
I just love the image of Primrose walking through and just slashing away at this swarm of rats.
Just sitting there going through
Just
I like
another
the
day on
image.
farm.
a rat harvest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I like the image of everyone else in the party hiding at the back of the room. And except for Keldor, he got fucking run over. And then Primrose wading into this swarm of fucking roasted rats to hack down the rest of them.
Yeah. If you're attacking, just make an attack roll on them.
Oh, come on, please.
Oh.
Yay.
Okay, 18. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you just swing your sickle through. You hit a couple of rats as you're doing so, when the ones you hit are most definitely dead. They aren't reacting because they're busy being blind and stunned.
Well,
So
this is
they-
kind of terrifying. It's just the image of just rats just standing there getting slaughtered. That's fine.
Yeah, you're just standing there hacking away at defenseless animals.
I mean, just another day on the farm, I guess.
Defenseless animals that were about to try and devour us.
This is bog standard farm affair. You're probably wondering, what do I do with a shovel? That'd be useful right about now.
Exactly.
Well, the rats can't do anything. Keldor can't do anything. Varka, looks like it's back up to you.
Let's see. I guess I take out my crossbow and shoot at it.
Yeah, just start shooting away at this mob of stunned blind rats.
Yeah. I'll
Get
kinda
over here and help me harvest.
Yeah, but you gotta leave some for Flick.
So
Audibly
Go for
groan super loud, I feel like that's just what happened. Just rolls his eyes and groans.
Oh wow, that's pretty good shot. Yeah, you shoot your crossbow and you can pin a good 10 rats or so, on a single bolt as you aim it and go thunk.
It's like they're all
Yes,
like
skewer
strung
them.
like a shish kebab.
Yeah, rat kebab.
It's both beautiful and terrifying. Meat sprinkles. Oh no, meat sprinkles didn't grow.
He's as big as me. That would be
Uh,
terrifying.
He walks over and starts swinging around his flaming torch. Yep, that's a hit. And max damage. This swarm is pretty much all but gone at this point.
We're going to Bell tonight.
Yeah, so I'm assuming Flick, Kid, and Primrose, your moves are going to be hack away at these.
Yep.
Well, I
Oh,
threw
Flick's
my
not
own
going anywhere near him. Flick's gonna move like down here and throw another dagger.
Go for it.
Well, you someone hit me.
Nope.
Yep. Once again, same thing as before. You carefully aim your dagger at like any one specific rat you like, and you skewer it and kill it instantly.
Yeah, the biggest, fattest one I can see.
Oh yeah, you hit the biggest, fattest, ugliest looking one. You're fairly certain that if you knew any more about rats, you could maybe even take a guess. Like, is that like a pregnant mother rat that's about to like produce more into this swarm? Kill it.
Jesus.
Last thing we want is
here.
the baby rats being inducted into this whole rat society.
Well, having understood swarms just a bit, I am going to... Actually, let's see. I want to go into Keldor's backpack while he is stunned.
Don't help him up
Okay.
or anything. Just start looting him before he's dead. I gotcha.
No, I would like to. I would like to
Let's see how this
retrieve his
party's
lantern
going.
and any oil that he has.
I only have
yeah.
what oil is in the lantern.
Okay, then in that case, I retrieve the lantern and I light it.
Okay. You have a lit lantern.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I can still throw it this turn. Can I?
Yeah, screw it. Why not? It's not a full round action to rummage through someone's bag.
All right. I'm going to throw the lantern at the rats.
Go for it.
Doing my best not to hit Mint Sprinkles or anybody else. Let me roll that check to make sure it doesn't fall short. I am not proficient in lantern throwing.
That's going to hit the square easily.
Okay.
And roll a d3.
Okay. Just one moment.
We don't have a
That'll
moment.
be a 2.
Okay, this swarm is barely hanging on. Primrose, finish him off with your farming skills. There's very few rats that look like they have the ability to move left.
I call on the power of farming.
Till those fields.
Max damage as well, Primrose. You like separate, because these rats are stunned. You can like separate out the ones that look not dead, get them in a line, and just slap your sickle down and finish them off.
Grim Reaper
And that's
style.
how it's done.
And being that I was stunned and blinded for all of their damage, I just like suddenly go like, oh. And then I start patting out my fur to try and get the fire out.
Now that you think about it, a sickle would absolutely be the best weapon for fighting a swarm of rats.
Just like,
It's the only thing that's designed to swing level below the height of your hip.
yep.
In a club
Scythe
work,
would be no.
No, it'd work better than a club. It's designed to swing horizontally against the ground without hitting it.
The only thing
Very low.
that would be better is like a big old two-handed scythe.
Or, some alchemist fire.
That's it. But anyways,
Okay. You have broken up all of these swarms. You proceeding down?
Keldor
Question.
ain't looking too hot.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush over and try and help Keldor up from under this,
Pile
disgusting
of dead rats.
pile of dead burnt rats. Yeah.
Yeah, just like knock off the other rat corpses that are on his shoulders and things like that.
Like reach
Oh, here,
down
buddy.
into the back behind my chainmail and like pull a rat out from underneath.
It's okay, Keldor. Here, have a drink. Oh shit.
Yeah, sorry, I was improvising.
Here, let me heal you.
Besides, that shit's so damn potent. Like, you walk near a campfire, you'd probably explode.
I was willing to take the risk.
I'd be more than happy with a little bit of healing.
Okay. We should go find our healer then.
Yeah, advice for,
Yay! I'm not. I'm back to how I was before the rat fight.
Listen, I can only do so much for you. Thanks.
No, it's good. That's really good. That's half again as much as I had.
All right. Well, the sooner we get through this shit, the sooner we can get out of here, I guess.
yeah, just
Question,
wade
Matt.
through the rats.
So-
Keldor, I'll
Wait.
take first on this one.
Oh, plus
Flick.
1 point per caster level, and what's your caster level?
4.
4. So, ooh, or more. I'm even better than I was before the rat fight.
I'm going to carefully pick my way through all the rats without like touching any of them if I can avoid it,
Yeah.
and get to the other side. And I'm gonna start checking for traps and going down this hallway. And when I get to the corner, I'm gonna slowly peek around while listening.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Once again, just like before, this seems to be
Well-traveled, non-trapped hallway.
this seems to be a movement based. Like it seems like they would be using this to get to and from places. So putting traps would actually just be more of an inconvenience for them.
All right, I'm going to proceed to the next corner while motioning everybody to follow me, unless anybody's like
Quick
got anything
thing,
to do
I
before we
would
go.
like to check what is in the room we're currently in. Is there anything out of the ordinary or anything like that?
It seems fairly standard. You know, I'm not sure how familiar you are with goblin-infested dwarven mines. So,
But there's no like hidden stuff.
no, nothing. Nothing seems to be overly hidden. This seems to be, and from what you can logic out, this kind of seems to be something of a waiting room. So, like, this will be like where they move a bunch of stuff, put it in here before they take it up the stairs and out of the mine.
And there's nothing in. Okay.
Nothing that particularly stands out. No.
Okay,
I will go.
and Alright.
Flick, hold up.
oh,
This is where we saw that one goblin with the spell casting go. Let me take it in the front. I have gotten a little bit of training in how to deal with the feedback from magic.
By all means.
Hey, Matt.
Yep.
Would we be able to actually harvest any of these rats?
In what do you want from them? Do you want like just a shit ton of rat fur?
their souls.
I mean- Do they not have any meat on them? Or are they just like
Well, there's
tiny
tons
little
of meat.
If
lots
you
of
want to
cooked
try
rat
and
meat.
harvest rat meat,
I mean, I don't think we need, but
rats? Are we good then?
I mean,
We're
we
gonna
got
have to-
rations and stuff from the.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we were provided rations.
yeah, you're each given like a full week's worth of rations.
Right, yeah, ignore me, it's fine.
I think maybe they're just for Flick.
Yeah, just for Flick.
Can I toss one of Flick for funsies?
You most certainly can.
I toss one of Flick for funsies.
Do you want a reflex save or an attack roll to throw a knife and knife it out of the air on its way to me?
Let's do an attack roll.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah! Primrose goes to throw this rat at you, and almost without looking, you kind of throw the dagger behind you, like so, and you just pierce this rat in the air.
No more rats.
I was doing nothing.
I go and I retrieve my dagger from the fallen rat, as well as the rest of them from the other rats, before we, I guess, proceed down this hallway.
Yeah. You realize, but you've traveled down quite deep now. Those staircases, and this seems to be like on a slightly downwards gradient, because you realize, like, oh, that's where that bridge was above. So we must be getting close to where the river is.
Oh, okay. So we're going under.
And you
where
are
the bridge
definitely
was.
starting to hear the sound of rushing water.
Okay.
All right.
Moving forward.
I'm staying.
crossbow.
Yeah, I'm staying right behind Kid, and I am actively trying to move silently.
Okay, do you want to roll for that then, please?
No, never mind. I don't move silently at all. If I have already decided I'm coming for this guy. I want that fear to get stricken into his heart.
All right. Well,
Are we all
I get a 25. I'm gonna move silently.
Oh, as we're walking, I just go to Flick and I'm like, can I borrow one of your daggers?
Sure.
And I reach into my vest and I pull out one of the 10 from there, the largest one, and I hand it to him. It's still only a small one, but it's larger than the rest, so he can actually hold the pommel.
Instead of just holding like it with 2 fingers. Like
Yeah.
the last one I threw. Alright. I have a dagger.
You have a small dagger.
Oh yeah, a small dagger. But we proved how effective that was last week.
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely.
I'm keeping a hand on one of those, because...
Oh, hey, Matt.
Yep.
Quick clarification question. On my
Go.
saber-tooth cloak, the saber-tooth daggers themselves, they're medium daggers, right?
They were designed to be
Or light
small
range.
daggers for you, but
Are
they
they?
are master
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Because a medium dagger is the equivalent of a short sword for you, and that'd be huge to hang from
That's what I
your,
was double-checking.
your head.
Yeah, because you have like the little daggers, like, as part of your hood, which is epic.
Mm-hmm.
Totally need to draw that.
Okay then, so to do some DM things, I'll describe what happens as you walk into this next room. As you walk into this room, it seems as if the river has been specially crafted and formed to go through the center of this room. You're not 100% certain how or why it works. Maybe it's some kind of transportation system they use to move things along the mine. If you can vaguely make out the arrows, it seems to be flowing from left to right. And you have seen no sign of the goblin who was definitely running down this hallway. So you can logic out that he jumped in the river.
He's with the squid now.
Boy.
All right. Who's gonna help me out of my armor?
Oh, boy.
Immediately, Keldor, who is a knight and was a former squire, just helps him out real quickly.
Yeah?
Okay. Let me go ahead and remove my armor for armor bonus.
And I will take my chain shirt off and stick it in my backpack. Much as I think that's a bad idea.
Alrighty.
Is anyone else taking their armor off? I mean, it's really only Primrose and Flick that are wearing it.
Actually, Vako's going to go ahead and cast Mage Armor on himself.
Clever.
So, sorry, how did you describe it? We have to swim across it or under it?
No, it appears as if this has been designed to flow through the center of the room.
Yeah.
And
And
it
then
appears
exit it.
to
Yeah. and
Go-
then exit
which
it
way
to
is
the
the water
right.
going?
yeah, travel like from somewhere around to somewhere else. It's the only logical reason you can assume as to why they would set this up to have a river in the middle of a room. Like maybe it's some kind of transportation system.
Yeah.
If they've been mining, they'll chuck stuff in there and it brings itself around.
So are we crossing this river, or are we just jumping into it and seeing where it goes? What are we doing?
Kid
Let's
answers
see
that by
where it
This room
jumping
goes.
doesn't
into the
seem
river
to lead
where it
anywhere
goes.
else.
Which direction is the river going, by the way?
It is flowing from left to right.
You can see
Okay.
the arrows. The blue arrows point in that direction.
Yeah.
How deep is it?
Um, it's pretty deep. Not like excessive. Like you could, no, you could drown in it. It's like 7 foot deep. Like so long as you,
So I can bob off.
yeah, like it's deep enough that you would have to be swimming. Like you can't walk through this.
Okay.
And,
In that case, I'll take 10 on my swim check. I have a +7 into that stat.
Alrighty. What I was also just going to say, it seems to be flowing very, very quickly.
Oh, so rough water.
Oh yeah.
Okay, take 10 still.
Okay.
Is there
I have a
any?
+5 on my swim check, so I'll do the same. Sorry about
Is
that.
there? Is there any wood or anything that might float that's around nearby, even like a barrel or something that I could bust up or something like that that I can see?
It doesn't look like they've kept anything like that around here. I mean, if Kid or Keldor would let you, I'm sure they'd be more than happy to like let you grab onto their back and essentially hitch a ride.
Oh,
I mean, that's a
I was
swim
thinking about
check.
keeping some of our stuff out of the water, but
There ain't a fucking lot we can do about that.
well, there might be if we could find something that could float, but apparently not. Okay, so I'm going to. Sorry, go ahead, Prim.
You go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to take out my chalk and draw this last arrow, Frankenstein of an arrow, that shows which way we jumped into the water. And then I'll wrap all my stuff up in my hammock and put it into a burlap sack, and like, including my armor and everything. And then right as he's done packing up everything else but his skivvies, he looks at everybody and he's like, well, if we're doing this, let's do it all the way. And he gets completely naked and he shoves the last of his clothes into this bundle and he ties it up like a hobo bindle. And he loops his arm in under the knot and kind of ties it loosely around his arm so that he has something to hold on to on it, but he can pull his arm out if necessary, if he gets like sucked down somewhere. And did someone jump in already or no?
yes.
2 people jumped in.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. So I'm gonna jump in with them.
And I'll actually have my rope out as I do it. Like, I'll just have it out, but I'm not using it currently. Just in case.
Okay. Meat Sprinkles, he's more than happy to just jump in and follow along. Primrose Varco, you jumping in as well?
Why not? As they do in Rome, right?
As I said, you find that this river is pretty speedy and it moves pretty quick. So if you feel like if you just didn't do anything, it would carry you. But obviously, if you want to try and control yourself and go at and keep it slow, you can obviously make a swim check and maintain the speed you go at. If you don't, the river will carry you at a base speed of 40.
Oh, question.
Go for it.
Or rather, suggestion. Primrose is gonna put all their flowers in their bag. They get the water.
Okay then.
Just in case.
Keeping things nice and dry.
So I had a thought, and I'm pretty sure that Vellum can survive water. So I'm not too worried about my spell book or anything.
Oh yeah. You.
I mean, it's probably like it's a spell book. It's magically treated and whatnot,
Mm.
so should be all right. Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna float. So
Same. I'm gonna keep an eye on everybody else, though.
Okay. I just needed to get rid of something.
Yeah, it's parchment. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna comment to Meat Sprinkles. Half-orcs float very well.
Meat Sprinkles is just gonna look at that and go, "If you say so." Okay. If you are letting this river just take you, obviously some of you are taking 10 on swim checks to essentially just maintain yourself and keep yourself going.
Tread water.
Yeah. Since you're doing that, you're doing fine because it was a DC 10 to not like be pulled under, and it seems like you're all taking 10. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So unless we take a negative on our swim check.
Damn it.
Okay.
I don't float so well.
I'll roll an assist.
Yeah, someone should probably try and grab Primrose because
I have my rope out. I'm just gonna use the rope to kind of help her. So.
Oh shit!
What would
I have to
roll?
roll a swim check.
Whoops. Not so great with getting other people.
What would I roll to help? Just a swim check?
yeah.
Damn it! I took my armor off so this wouldn't happen.
Well, I might drown.
I'm good.
We all drown.
I'm
I'm gonna roll a
Primrose,
swim check,
so-
just trying to get out of their way. I am just like floating along there with my bag, like, okay, we're doing all right, we're doing okay. And then as they go to try and help her, I have to like struggle out of the way and get an 11. Okay, that's not that bad.
Okay. Well, with everyone doing their best to assist, you are just about keeping Primrose above water, so they aren't going to take any negative damage from anything. As you keep going down the river, you find that wasn't meant to extend that far. Never mind. Screw it. You come across a rather peculiar sight. Remember that goblin you saw earlier?
Mm-hmm.
It appears to be just kind of floating in the water. It doesn't appear as if it's swimming or moving, but it doesn't appear to be dead either.
Okay. If the water's still carrying that way, I'll do my best to fix that.
Okay.
Kill it.
We can
Um,
remedy this situation.
Okay, is he just like standing on top of the water, or is he just floating there?
He appears to be suspended in the water. He
Okay.
doesn't appear to be moving, but you know his eyes are open, his mouth is open. It looks like he is in severe pain.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Might be something we need to stop.
You're gonna try and stop. That's gonna be a swim check.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And I'm right behind you and try and stop. And I guess I just grab something along the side and stop.
Flick, you succeed. Kid,
Damn
you don't.
it!
Primrose, you don't.
For Rose, what's your swim check?
-1?
Mine's -2. That's why I kept on expecting to roll terrible, but
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Bye.
I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna keep floating, Tim. So-
Okay. Well, Varco. Let me just roll for meat sprinkles. Oh yeah, meat sprinkles is fine. So Varco, Flick, and meat sprinkles, you stop yourself. The rest of you keep going forward. As Keldor, Kid, and Primrose get a little bit closer, do you all want to make a spot check for me?
Hey.
What?
Woo! Negative wisdom boy does the best for once.
See anything.
I have negative wisdom too.
My eyes are blurry from the water. That's my excuse.
Oh yeah. This is hard to see. Like, kind of very hard to see.
Wait, Primrose has dark vision.
Oh no, I don't mean because of the darkness. I mean because you're swimming and.
In water and
Keldor,
floating.
you rolled yours already. It's a 5. Yeah, I was sorry.
I
I was
am not
waiting for you.
swimming. I am
Um,
trying to not die.
Oh dear. Okay. Kid and Keldor and Primrose. if you would all be so kind, so move yourselves adjacent to the goblin fellow,
Jason.
and you find yourself hitting something. It's
Oh.
kind of squishy,
Yeah.
but also not pleasant to touch. And I just need to double check how much damage that does. Okay, yeah.
I am uncomfortable.
All three of you are going to take 6 acid damage from touching
I
this.
knew it.
And you're fairly certain. Well, you don't really know what this thing is, but what initially appeared to be a puddle of water seems to be some slimy horror that seems to move and flow like a giant protozoan.
Oh.
And you kind of just
Oh.
slammed right into the side of it.
Yeah, we did.
Alrighty. Oh
Help.
man.
Help.
I'm. Holy crap! This is.
I'm sending out an
Um,
empathetic signal to Sugar.
Help!
I can't give it words. I can just give it distress.
Okay.
Help is basically just an emotion. Let's be honest.
Well, I actually think now is a fantastic time to take a quick 5-minute break.
I agree with you.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And you all need to figure out what you're going to do about slamming into the side of this oozing mass.
I'm just gonna let some daggers go into the current, and they're gonna carry it down and stick them into the side of it.
We're here
All right.
too.
Help.
Well, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be right back after then. But before we go, TJ, tell the lovely viewers why, Delilah, they should subscribe to Welcome to the Party.
Welcome to the Party is the lovely channel that hosts us here, as well as a bunch of other D&D podcasts. And for subscribing to the channel, you can, once a month, give a crit to a player of your choice in any of the games on the channel. And if you choose to become an actual donator to the channel, there's all sorts of other things you can do, like giving a crit to a player or DM of your choice, or a crit fail. So you can get really into influencing the game, or if you want to spend a little more dough on it, you can actually get into influencing our character sheets, where you can add +1 to anybody's stat, or you can insert an NPC of your own design, if you should like, into the game. If you want us to, I'm not going to give you any ideas, because my ideas are going to be terrible, and I really don't want to see some of them come to fruition. So you can use your own terrible imagination to come up with whatever you like. And that's Welcome Party RPG on Twitch and Twitter.
Yes, Welcome to the Party have got some fantastic things. You will find their Twitter, you will their, well, you should already be on their Twitch, quite frankly. And when we go to break, Archer has set it up so things will be listed for you to go and find all of these lovely things, haven't you, Archer? Alrighty,
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm going to go take a quick break, and I will see you all shortly.
Alrighty.
And welcome back, everybody. Where we left off, 3 of our party members had just been slammed straight into the side of some oozing creature. And therefore, we do what we always do. We rolled initiative. So that is exactly where we will be starting off. Kid, what are you doing?
Okay, I had a question before anything else.
Oh, go
was the-
right ahead.
Was the river continuing to flow down?
Yes, the
despite this
river
thing being here?
is to continue flowing down out of this room as well.
And it's going
Okay.
around this creature.
Is it going around it, or is like with no visible thing in the water, or?
The river, it goes around, it goes under this creature. Like
That's
this
all
is
I
kind
wanted
of
to
like
know.
sat on the top of the water.
Okay. If that's the case, I would like to push myself off and see if I can go underneath it.
Yes, you can. You want to make a swim check to go to like?
Yeah,
Move
to know
underneath it?
exactly where I'm going underneath it. I'll get that taken care of. And here comes the skills. Had to reboot this really quickly. And please, for the love of God, kid. Kid, I give you all these ranks into swim, and this is what you do to me.
Okay. With that nat 1,
That sucks, man.
you are going to have to roll me a grapple check.
Okay.
Because as you try and push away
because
and
my
go
s-
under, you end up diving straight back into it. You miscalculated how deep this thing was.
All right. Before I do anything else, this is always what happens. If my music stops playing, then kid starts rolling badly. So let me get his music on because he's that emo that needs it.
Apparently. You take whatever crutch you gotta take.
Oh man.
Oh my lord. Okay. There you go, kid. Enjoy your freaking anime music. Okay. And grapple.
Wow.
Nicely done.
It wasn't a crit this time.
Yeah, no.
Jeez.
Grapple check of 8. Oh dear. I was really hoping you'd beat it, but it rolled a 9.
God damn.
I'm not even fucking kidding.
Okay.
Okay, shit.
Does the river help at all?
The
It helps
river
drown
is
you.
like. I
Really glad
would
I got that breath before it went under.
allowed some clever DM shenanigans, but you rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
Okay, so with that, you are pulled inside of this thing.
Oh,
Okay.
So, 2 damage, thankfully.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hang on. And okay, yes. 5 damage from slamming into it, and then 2 damage once you are pulled inside of it. You are now considered swallowed by this thing.
Okay.
You want to move Kid inside of it?
Yes, I will do so.
Hang on, just...
I am panicking.
Just hop up there so it's easier to see and move
Does
around.
him going inside of it move me closer to it now, or no?
Pardon?
Does Kid going inside of it make me move closer to it
no,
because of the current?
No, not yet, because
Good.
now we're in initiative. Yeah,
Not yet.
you're fine. Okay then, so hop up there so it's easier to see and move around.
Does
Unfortunately,
him
that's pretty much all
going
Kid can
inside
do.
of it move
And
me
that will
closer
take us
it
to
now, or
Varco.
no?
Pardon?
Let's
does,
see.
Does Kid going inside
Do I
of it?
see any of this? Is any of the ooze above the water, or is it all below the water?
It is sitting on top of the water.
Excellent. I will cast Scorching Ray at it.
Go right ahead.
Let's Let's see.
So that's a ranged touch attack.
It's a ranged touch attack, correct?
If you need the macro for that, I actually have it.
Oh, I don't have any spell macros. I just kind of like link them. So let's see if I could do a ranged touch attack.
Just a regular ranged attack. You can just roll it from your stat page.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'll do it for my stat page. I'll do it as a heavy crossbow attack since that's ranged.
Yeah.
Ooh, AC 10. That sucks.
Well, it's a touch attack, and this thing isn't exactly.
Dexterous.
Yeah, it's
small.
not like they have a fantastic armor class in the first place. Let me just point this out to you. It has an armor class of 4.
Oh, wow.
To
Okay.
touch attacks.
No, to all
Wait,
attacks.
really? Holy crap.
Oozes are
Damn.
easy as hell to hit. I mean, that's kind of the deal. Yeah, even like the most powerful ooze in the monster manual, like an elder black pudding, AC of 1.
What?
Well, not bad.
That's
Wow.
You have a better
So
chance of missing.
roll your damage on that.
4d6 fire damage.
You
Pretty
like
respectful
just
for
shot
that.
into it, and it's it's not liking that. Oh, and Varko, out of curiosity, are you using your movement to try and hold your position where you are?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like grabbing onto the side if I can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, okay. If you're grabbing onto the side, just make me a strength check to see if you've got something good to grab onto. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. You're solid and in place. Flick.
Okay.
I
Well, are there any like what have I caught myself on? Is it just like a cleft in the wall, or is there like a rock sticking up on the side kind of thing? Or...
The size of this river, it seems to be quite a well-made stone brick wall. So you've caught yourself on a brick that's jutting out a little bit. You think you could probably climb up out of it. It'd be quite difficult because obviously you're soaking wet,
Okay.
but it would be plausible to climb out and cling onto the wall.
Is there anything around me or above me that I can see that I might be able to loop a rope around?
How far away are you from the? There's the bridge, but that's going back a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a solid 20 feet from me.
and it's
Okay.
30 feet up.
And it's
Yeah.
30 feet up. Yeah. Okay. Is there anywhere in this wall that I could like jam my grappling hook?
Oh yeah. It's a brick wall. It looks like you could hook something onto it and hoist yourself out.
Okay. What if I wanted to hang the hook onto something and let the rope flow down river?
That would also work. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to use my turn to fish my rope and grappling hook, which are attached to each other already, out of my bindle and attach them to the wall. And if I can, throw as much of the rope as I can down to someone who's pressed up against the cube and give them something to climb up.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna just trying to think. What kind of check would it be to try and like hook a grappling hook onto something?
It's a good question.
Use rope.
Yeah, let's do that.
Probably
Use
rope. Yeah, that would be it, wouldn't it?
It's like in the name or something.
Almost like it's right there. Yeah. 19.
Oh yeah, that's a real solid place. You've got it hooked on there, and there's now a rope that is dangling 50 foot downriver. So everyone else who has not been sucked inside of this terrifying gelatinous cube, yeah, there's a rope you can grab hold of and use to get yourself away from this thing.
Hey guys, there's a rope. You can climb it to get off of that thing.
Do we need to grapple check?
Climb or use rope, I guess.
Well, it's going to allow you to make a swim check to get up river, like because you just grab, but you
Okay.
can hold on to a rope. It's just going to give you a massive circumstantial bonus to it. It's going to give you like a plus 10.
Nice.
So what are we rolling?
So
That's the end of my turn.
okay, the ooze. Okay, kid. What I
You
need
roll
you
on
to
your
do
turn,
now
Primrose.
is can you please roll me a fortitude save?
Okay.
Come on. Nope.
Okay, kid, you
Mhm.
are very, very much struggling to move. In fact, you feel paralyzed.
Okay.
And with that, the
Under the
gelatinous cube,
water, right?
it's going to start squelching away over yonder.
Oh,
He just left the water.
Yeah,
oh,
'cause,
with kid.
with kid and the goblin inside of it,
Oh, great.
and kid.
I thought Meat Sprinkles caught himself on the wall. Oh, the other goblin. Sorry,
Yeah, the
my
other-
bad. I'm dumb.
Ah,
Yeah.
lucky for you, kid. 1 acid damage.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. Meat Sprinkles. Unless someone else wants to decide what Meat Sprinkles is doing, I think he is terrified at what's happening to his new bestest best buddy and master. He's going to let go of the wall, let the river swing him down 40, try and get out and start stabbing at this cube.
God damn it, Meat Sprinkles. You're making it really hard to kill you later.
So he's going to use the rope to help him get down 40 feet. So he's going to slide on down to there. He just needs to make a quick check. Oh, hell yeah. He can easily pull himself out of the river. He gets himself out. And he's going to start... Cody, what did you have Meat Sprinkles address you as? Like, what was the title you gave yourself?
Sir.
Meat Sprinkles is going to go, "For sir! I'm Meat Sprinkles coming, sir!" Yep, that's a hit. All right, a good solid 7 damage from Meat Sprinkles, who's just stabbing away at this thing.
Alright.
Keldor,
What do I need to do to get out of the water?
make a swim check to pull yourself out.
Alright.
Yep, that is absolutely fine. You have pulled yourself out of the water.
Alrighty. Time to smack this guy.
Do it, do it. That is most definitely going to hit it.
Ah, dang it. I didn't move 10 feet. Oh well. Still 11 damage.
Okay. This cube is starting to like quiver and wobble. It's not looking overly thrilled with itself. If that's all you're doing, Primrose.
Yeah, so what are we rolling for?
She
Well,
must
you have
climbed rope, right?
you have a bunch of choices. You can make a swim check to try and just pull yourself out of the water. You can grab hold of the rope Flick has let down, so you just hold yourself in place, or you can use it to go back up river, or you can let go and just see where the river takes you.
Uh-huh. Rope sounds like a good idea.
Yep. And are you gonna use it to just secure where you are in place? Kind of
Yeah.
use it as like a makeshift. It's not a flotation device, but it's gonna stop you from like being like dragged off.
She could
Correct.
probably use it to get to the shoreline over where. Well, is there
Yeah.
a shoreline where Keldor and them are?
Yes, it appears to be very similar to how you got into all of this. It's carved into into a room's design, so you can pull yourself out.
Okay. And
I guess, yeah. Work.
Okay, can you make a swim check for me, please?
Sure.
And you are going to get a big circumstantial bonus for the assistance of this rope.
Oh, for
Oh, yeah, Primrose.
there you go.
Primrose, what you do is you grab hold of a rope, you kind of like let yourself like sway back in the water, you kick off the side of the wall, and you essentially just kick yourself out of the water in a single fluid motion that makes it look like you are the most capable swimmer in the entire world.
I am an amazing old person. Holy crap.
Yeah, so if you just want to pop yourself down next to Keldor.
That attack roll
yeah.
was literally the least amount of damage I could possibly.
And are you going to take a swing at this thing as well, or?
Oh, can I? Okay.
Yeah, that's a move. You still have an attack if you want it, or a spell, or...
So with a 29 swim check, you'd probably still be able to pull an attack out of it.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, I'm going to attack, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to say, "You're not stopping me from seeing Eliza again."
This thing was
Please.
threatening to end everyone's lives.
Yeah. Come on. Yay!
Yeah, you take a chunk out of it with your sickle, going, ah! And then we move on to Kid. Kid,
I'm
you're not doing
paralyzed.
so hot. You're kind of suspended inside of this cube,
Mm-hmm.
and you're feeling kind of paralyzed.
When does he have to start rolling to breathe? Is his constitution modifier or something?
I did take a breath before I went under the water.
Yeah.
But there's a certain point at which you start to lose your breath. It's like a
You get
round equivalent to your
you get your-
constitution modifier or something.
Someone wants to remind me how holding breath works off the top of my head. I'm assuming it's you can hold it for your con modifier number of rounds,
I
and
actually
then
believe
you
it's your
start
con
doing
score
other
number of
things.
rounds plus modifier, if I'm
Yeah.
correct on that.
Sorry, what'd you say?
so-
I think it's the con score plus modifier.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, you're fine.
Yeah,
That
Kid's
sounds
con
like a lot of rounds, but
So.
When you
That's
remember that a round is only like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
In total,
A little over a
Yeah.
minute.
and so like let's say someone's average con of 10, that's a minute. I think if you absolutely have to, you could hold your breath for a minute before you start drowning.
probably.
It's 2 rounds
It's not
per point of
unreasonable.
Constitution, so it's
Okay,
double
so I'm
your
good then.
Constitution score.
There you go. Okay.
Yay
Okay.
for rules.
Okay, Kid, I've rolled that, so I know how long you're paralyzed for.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's not really much else you can do, is there?
Nope, not at the moment.
Not when you're
Well, let's see if they
paralyzed.
save you before this thing starts doing more damage to you. Varko.
Alright, let's see. How far away it is. Oh, just in range. Can I still be able to see it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take another shot at it with the scorching ray.
do it. Nice. -9. Okay, this ooze is not looking super good.
No, that -9 is the 9 damage was for my heavy crossbow. I still have to roll the damage for that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Scorch ray. I need to fix that thing.
I can give you a macro for
Mm-hmm.
because I use that on one of my characters.
It'll still be 9 damage. Oh, it's not 9 damage.
Okay, 15. That's a heck of a lot better. This ooze is kind of struggling to maintain its cube shape. It's kind of like starting to warp and wobble. And you're fairly certain you guys could finish this thing off quite quickly if given the chance. So,
For your first roll,
Flick,
Vaco, it rolled. I have the 3D dice on, and it rolled 3D 20s and 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? What kind of attack is that? And then it only came up with 9 damage, and you had like 37 damage on the dice or something. I'm like, what's going on? Okay. So Flick, seeing that the ooze is it like out of sight, or can I see onto the platform that it's on? From where
you
I
can
am?
see onto the platform. There's not really a solid wall here.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm just going to take my bindle and lower myself down the rope. Oops. There we go. That's the right tool. Until I get to about here and then jump onto shore if I can.
Yeah, make a swim check.
Okay.
Just don't crit.
Oh. Nope.
With plus 10 of the rope, yeah, you can just pull yourself up onto the side.
Okay.
But you are stark bollock naked.
Yeah. So I'm going to put my bindle down and make sure someone has access to air and start pulling out my dagger vest.
Okay. You probably won't be able to get a dagger and make an attack this turn if that's cool.
Yeah, that's why I figured I'd just end it at pulling out the vest.
Okay.
And then next turn I'll be able to throw something.
Ooze. Well, let me just check something. What is its damage? Okay, yeah, cool. That. Okay, kid, you're gonna take 3 damage,
Okay.
and the ooze. Yeah, it's gonna try and squelch over to meat sprinkles, and it's gonna try and engulf him. Ooh, that doesn't hit. Oh no, it's not a hit. Meat sprinkles needs to make a reflex save, which he most certainly does. So meat sprinkles is safe. And speaking of meat sprinkles, his retaliation to this is to try and hacking away at this thing. That is most definitely a hit. Meat sprinkles, come on, save, sir. That is 6 damage, which brings the ooze to entirely lose its shape and form and spill out it as a pool of slimy liquid onto the floor, freeing an unconscious kid and a dead goblin.
Alrighty. So you said, kid's unconscious.
By the looks of it, Cody, what is kid's hit points currently?
At the moment, I am currently sitting at -3.
Okay.
Shall I heal?
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Alright.
I'm worthless in this kind of situation.
I mean, I could have given him an alcohol, but he threw it away.
Oh,
You give them an alcohol.
more than 2, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 6.
Well,
'cause
that's
it's your
6 hit
caster.
points back.
Cool.
So, Kid is not dead. There's a plus.
Breathe, damn it.
Yay.
Breathe.
How long am I still paralyzed for?
Only for the equivalent of 2 rounds, so 12 seconds.
Okay.
Um,
So, basically, after the healing is done, I still can't quite open up my eyes. As soon as I come up, I'm like, what? Oh. Damn, that thing hurt me more than I thought it would. Looks up at Primrose and puts 2 and 2 together. Thanks. Meat Sprinkles. Thank you, sir.
Meat Sprinkles looks down at you and goes, "Meat Sprinkles saved, sir."
And I owe you a debt for that. Thank you. Oh God, I ate some of it. Ugh.
Ew.
Primrose, pat your back.
Hey, Vaco.
Yeah.
While you're up there, why don't you unjam that grappling hook, and I'll get Keldor to hold on to the rope down here, and we'll just pull you out when you come by. Sound good?
Sure.
I reach down and grab the rope.
I will unhook the grappling hook.
You're muted.
Oh, can you hear me now?
No,
No, you're fine. It's Matt that's muted.
Matt's muted.
Yep, that was my problem.
Oh, okay.
I was telling you, you can take 10, take 20. You're not in combat. You can take all the time now.
Yeah, I will do it very carefully.
And we get everybody
Just in case there's
out of the
another
water.
Yay.
Okay, and what's in this room we're currently in?
Well, very similar to the rooms leading into this. This seems to be a room which would normally get used for. This is where we're going to store things before we chuck it in the river and move it along.
Is there any entrances in it?
Yes, sorry, I didn't reveal that. There appears to be a corridor leading down that way.
I'm going to move
All right.
right here and peek around the corner.
I'm gonna dress.
I'm
Oh,
going
you
to.
would
Oh
take
yeah, and put
I'm
my
going to check
armor
the
on.
goblin. Since I know the goblin was a spellcaster, I want to see if he has anything on him.
As you're looking over this goblin, he seems to be fairly averagely equipped. He's got a crossbow. He's got a small. He's got like a light mace. You can see he's got like what appear to be a few holy symbols.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take those.
All
Are
right,
they
yeah.
wood or silver?
Okay. Before you guys proceed, I need to do some rolls to see how your backdoor squad has gotten on.
Okay. Can I ask you small questions in the meantime?
Yeah. Take this time to. I'm assuming you're gonna want to wait and see what happens with them before proceeding on, considering. Well, I'm assuming Varko doesn't have tons of spells left.
Actually, I do.
Oh yeah, you're fine. It's just Primrose who's got nothing left.
I have
Me too.
1 heal left.
I've got 2 that are functionally useless in this situation. Although, admittedly, I would like to make you once again aware. Kid did send out a distress signal to Sugar.
That's why I'm quickly doing some rolls to find out how they're doing, and then I'll tell you what's happening.
Okay. And are there any other rats in this room we're in?
No.
Okay. And are there any spider webs in this room that we're in?
No. This place seems to be immaculately clean.
Okay, dwarven style. Gotcha.
Should we rest or something first? Because Jesus Christ.
That's why we're
It's not a
calling them the
bad
backdoor
idea.
squad.
Yeah, we're trying to get some much needed reinforcements. Because
Yeah, knowing where the spot was up there, I am going to poke my head around and just kind of look up at the river, like where the bridge is.
Then Vaco, you can move your token down.
Good idea.
I've decided to keep my flowers in my bag for now because no.
And after this, Flick does dress again, but he leaves cloak off and most of his extraneous equipment. Like he's wearing like his pants, his boots, and his vest, and like his like gloves and his wrist sheaths and everything. But he's not wearing his jacket or a shirt or anything like that. All that is still bindled up in a big burlap sack.
Mm-hmm.
You sure do like that word, bindle.
I do. I like it. When I can use it, I'm gonna shove it in there as many times as I can. It paints the right picture, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he's gonna be just wearing the vest with no shirt, and he's finally letting Spudnik out, and he's just having him around his neck.
So we
Yeah,
see it.
okay.
Yeah.
So Spudnik happily kind of passes out of the bag and kind of looks around as if it has no idea how dangerous a situation it's being in. Its mouth is open a little bit. It's got a little bit of its tongue hanging out, and kind of looks up and goes,
Oh, that's a thing. There's a thing over there. Oh, it's cute. Oh God.
Bonjour.
Yeah, you really have no idea how cute he can be.
Oh God.
But we're finally out of sight of prying eyes of people that we're not contractually obligated to murder. So it seemed like a good time to let him out for some air, you know?
Wait, why are you trying to murder him?
I'm not trying to murder him. I'm trying to murder everybody else down here. Right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was helping us murder them?
Yes, he was my inspirational leader the entire time. Sorry, Primrose. You're a close
What's-
second.
What's its name?
Group, this is Spudnik. Spudnik, this is the group.
Kid is going to speak to Spudnik in Draconic. How do you do, fair and mighty dragon?
and you will then. It kind of like cocks its head and makes this noise at you. It then looks over to Flick and sends Flick a message. Flick, you hear in your head like, Papa? Who's the half-naked person who looks like he just nearly died?
It's about that point that I look down and realize that my clothes are likely getting ruined by the thing.
Yes.
I'm going to take this moment to put my armor back on.
Actually, I don't think gelatinous cube does damage to object.
It can't
Anything
damage
organic.
metal and stone.
Okay.
Well,
So
that
fabric.
one's name is
yeah.
Kid.
Do you say this out loud, or are you just thinking it?
I say it to him.
Yeah.
Out loud.
The Dark Horse.
And you then get another telepathic message. He goes, "Is he scary?"
Well, they're all kind of scary. That's why we stay with them. You know what
Primrose
it's like out
tilts
here,
her
little
head.
buddy. You got to stay with scary people to be stay alive sometimes. At least while you're still tiny.
So scary's good.
Scary's good when it's on your side.
And should I talk to him?
That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you who you can and can't talk to.
Kid, you then hear a message in Draconic. Well, it's in common into your head. He goes, "Hi."
Kid's going to just kind of look around for a little bit like, what the? Gonna look back at the thing, and I'm like, Oh, yeah, hello.
Papa says you're scary, but it's a good scary.
Oh, yeah, dude. One of the easiest things in the world to do is to be terrifying to something smaller than you.
I've never met nothing smaller than me.
Oh. Well, I mean, one of the easiest things in the world that we could do to fix that situation is, I guess, have you meet more people. Why have you been in the bag this whole time?
Papa said it's to protect me.
If you're a dragon, you should be able to protect yourself, right?
Well, I'm only little.
So, my name is Kid. You think that being young ever stopped me?
Well, I don't know. Just met you.
Vako kind of clears his throat. I don't think Kid's probably the best advice to be talking to a dragon.
I don't know. I don't know if Flick, because I mean, I would be communicating in Draconic back to him. So I don't know.
Well, this is all telepathically. This isn't verbally spoken.
Oh, okay.
But it
Unless
can't
Kid's
make
talking
verbal
back.
sounds. He's making lots of happy purring and chittering noises.
Yeah, I mean, Kid wouldn't get the telepathic thing back at him immediately. He'd probably just address him as is.
So everyone, you're only really hearing one half of this conversation. You're just hearing Kid talking to this teeny tiny little thing that just kind of looks at him. Goes,
In the language it sounds like rah, 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 sequel play, rah, rah, rah.
I think the only part I'm concerned about is what Kid is telling him.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of a weight difference between the two of you guys. So he's been kept away because until like last week it was illegal to have magic in the country, let alone, you know,
Be magic?
beings that
Holy
are
shit,
entirely composed of magic.
Just like, poo!
As you're having this conversation, you know, not too much longer afterwards, you start to hear coming from up the river. You hear a very familiar voice going, "Why is there a river underground? This makes no sense. Well, it must go here. Little bat, is this direction?" Yes. I don't understand you. Why can't you speak?
Vako starts laughing at this.
I'm going to let out my come here sugar whistle. As soon as I hear the speaking.
that, Lance goes, "Little bat, do not leave me." And he'll jump in and start swimming. You then hear a rather disgruntled sigh and anger shouting, "Hey, you daft bastard! You didn't even know where that's leading, and you just jump. Fine." And you hear a loud splash, and you hear a very quiet, oh, okay. I guess this is where we're going. I don't like water personally, but okay.
As soon as I hear them talking, I am gonna go right up to the river and make sure that nobody, like, gets swept past us.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost very immediately, you see the backdoor team arriving. Unst and Angus look a little bit beat up. For the most part, they're doing okay, but it looks like they've taken a few hits. Eliza has got a fairly obvious cut going across her cheek. But for the most part, they look like they're doing all right. They kind of arrive and see the state that you guys are in, and Unst goes, "I told you they'd be worse off. So we win, right?"
Over my
Sure.
dead body, you win.
What's your prize? 100 pounds of goo, and I point to the fucking dead ooze.
Yeah.
As I spit.
Angus raises an eyebrow and goes, "The hell is that?" And Unst
Good
kind of
question.
sighs and goes, I miss all fun things. All we had on our side was goblins and then big goblin. You know, like one from Dwarf Place.
The
There was
ogre?
nothing interesting that way.
You killed the other ogre?
Duh.
All right, good. So we don't have to worry about that anymore.
I
Oh, we
ran
did destroy
sword
all the
through its
alcohol.
open mouth.
We did destroy the alcohol, unfortunately.
What do you mean there's no booze?
No, wait, no. You have more booze, right?
Yeah?
Okay, well,
Oh,
Flick accidentally got rid of all of it, so can I hold on to it for safekeeping?
No, don't give it to him. He threw it away.
Why
Don't
would you
believe
do
his
this?
lies.
Why would you do this, Magic Man? Why would
No,
you?
it wasn't that bad of an idea. He killed like 300 rats with it, but still,
That would explain the rat corpses.
yes. But
Primrose is
now
gonna-
there's no rats left, and unless you have any, there's no booze left.
Unst always keeps some alcohols. He pulls out a water skin, which is twice the size of Flick's flask. He goes, "You want?"
Oh yeah. After that swim, I could really use a top me up.
Well, looking at what happened, seeing lots of bodies, you had a good time. Many victorious battles had. Like I said, we kill goblins and big goblin. We were going to start searching around, see if there was like hidden doors or anything like that. But then little bats started going crazy and flying away. So Unst assumed you were dying.
I mean,
Well, kid was.
Close enough.
And the
yeah.
bat belongs to him, so it kind of makes sense that he would start freaking out.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we can always look around for hidden doors and treasures and things like that when we head back.
I say we take care of everything that could kill us in the back while we're looking at the treasure before we look too much for the treasure.
Oh yeah, serious, of course.
While this conversation is going on, Primrose is just like clinging to Eliza with just big old sad anime eyes, just like. Ah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like wring out my new cloak.
You can be hugging Eliza, and Eliza will very happily hug you back, and she looks kind of scared. As I said, she's got this very obvious cut mark on her cheek, so it looks as if something got very close to doing, like, getting a pretty substantial hit on her. But
Primrose is going to, release her from the hug and like take her face in their hands, just like wipe away some of the blood. Like, what did this to you?
oh well, it was the ogre kind of charged down the hallway, and I suppose on one hand it killed some of the goblins, which was good for us, but then it hit me with its big looking club and threw me across the room.
Primrose is gonna hold her close again, and I told you to protect her. You didn't do so. Why? Why did you betray me?
At this, Gunst will turn around and look at you. Unst did protect her. Once she was flung across the room and safely out of way, Unst ran sword through Ogre's face. Ogre is dead.
What?
If I could interrupt for just a moment. Eliza, I'm not quite sure how to say this, because I've never said it before. I'm really hurt.
With that, Eliza will go, "Oh yes, of course. I'm so sorry. I was just caught up in. Come here quickly." And she'll rush over, touch you, and you're. Oh wow, that's very good. 16, 20, 25 hit points back.
Holy
Holy shit, Eliza.
There you go.
Oh my god. Cherish her, Primrose.
I do!
Eliza will then look around the rest and goes, does anybody else need some healing also?
And the
I've not got loads of them left, but whatever I
Hildor
have.
just like starts limping up to her. And it's like that picture of that hurt dog that's like limping along because like, yeah, I'm not in a good place.
Meow. arms of the angel.
Oh my
God.
god.
Keldor, if you had to, quantify your wounds, would you say they're light, moderate, or one higher than that? They're serious.
Moderate.
Moderate. Okay then. 15 hit points.
I'm not acting tough or anything. Not at all.
You can get healed for 15 then.
Yeah. Perfect.
With that, Eliza's gonna like dust her hands and goes, "Oh, I don't have too many more of these in me. We might have to take a rest. Not right away. I'm sure you probably have it in me to look after. Maybe one more round of fighting."
We should rest. Totally. We should rest.
Keldor, secure the
Keldor's-
perimeter. I'll get
I'm
everything over
gonna
here.
go actually down the hallway and just peek
Oh my
around
God.
that little corner. Checking for
Shit, I'm
traps
falling.
as I go, because I can do that.
Okay, make a search check. Are you only going up to there?
Okay, and I just see this really long hallway right there.
A really long, really thin hallway. Yes.
Boy. This is probably a terrible idea, but Keldor's not exactly the wisest person. He is going to attempt to move silently down the hallway while still checking for traps.
Okay. Move silently, please. Mm-hmm. Well, let's just reveal that. And then... Nope, wrong thing. Here we go.
Are they looking at me currently?
Yeah.
Shit,
And
shit, shit.
if you kind of just poke your head in. Keldor, what's your armor class?
17.
Okay. Lucky for you, only one of these bolts will hit you for 3 damage. And one of these people with swords will stab at you for 5 damage. And oh dear.
You just got healed, Keldor. How dare you?
And the
I told you,
fellow
he's
stood
not the
behind,
wisest
the
dude.
3 crossbow men. You're somewhat familiar with this. You just saw Varco do it several times. He points a finger and a red-hot, scorching ray blasts out and hits you for... I can't do maths. 14 damage.
Oh, snap.
And with that, I am sprinting out.
Vaco looks around and he's like, has anyone seen Keldor?
And because of that, Keldor has just dragged you all into another fight.
Okay, with my sprint, I can actually get to the
Dear
end of the
God.
hallway. With double move, I can just get there, and I'm like,
Yeah, you
They're
can
here!
enjoy fighting for
They're
3 turns by
here!
yourself. This is gonna
I
be a thing,
told
isn't
you we
it?
should have rested. Ah, freaking dog. Why?
I told you, he's not the wisest dude. He's reckless.
Sit and stay put.
So,
Like, I know that, but Keldor doesn't know that.
So I'm telling him to sit, stay put.
Probably roll initiative.
It made Primrose angry. So angry now.
Is improved initiative +4 or +2?
+4.
4.
It's 4.
That's intense. I should get that.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the best feats to. If you don't ever know what to get, improved initiative. It's just useful.
Hmm.
I get that for free as a scout class. Eventually.
Well, fuck you.
In fact, I think I can get it for free, plus I get just like extra initiative at certain levels. So
Nice.
I'll get like +8 initiative for free.
Mine's already
A lot.
+5.
Mine's only +2 currently.
Okay, that. Oh nope. Eliza, your initiative is not 902.
Good lord, he's on coffee or something.
Okay, so first one to act will be Meat Sprinkles, whom he's just gonna put himself there and wait and ready in action to stab any goblin that looks as if it's coming this way. Flick, what do?
Well, I don't know. Kildor ran up to the corner. I guess I'm just gonna run up with him. Kind of distance am I looking at there? 25 feet to there, and then another 40-ish feet. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use my turn to take a run action and get up to, say, right there, and peek around the corner with one eye.
Okay. You can't see the entire room, but you can see what appears to be a leader of these goblins. He looks very impressive and special. And what you see is you see him waving his hand around and pointing it down. And okay, two balls of energy fire down the hallway. One for
Ah,
Keldor,
shit.
one for Flick. Keldor 1 damage, Flick 2 damage.
No. Is that a magic missile or something?
Yes, it is. Angus is just gonna go. Okay, I'm on it, and start moving his way to the hallway. Unst is going. No, I am on it, and he's gonna move further down the hallway.
I am going to just move. Can I move just enough around the corner to get partial cover, but still have line of sight?
Yeah.
I would like to do that, and then I'm gonna ready a throw action to throw the dagger for anyone who gets within 30.
Okay.
So I'm just basically like hiding right around the corner. I guess.
Okay, so that's that ready. Primrose.
Uh, okay. I really can't do much of anything except for this. I mean,
Do you still have any of your bardic inspiration left for the day?
I do.
Probably the best thing.
This would probably be a good time to use that. Yeah.
I am. Trying to
Next
use
5
some-
rounds, we're probably going to be doing some shit.
Yeah. You aren't quite close enough for Keldor to benefit from that.
Well, that's just too bad.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a little bit closer. If you put yourself
What?
between Unst and Angus, you'll be fine.
That's just too bad. I love that.
Well, I kind of.
Do I have enough
couldn't-
move left to be able to do that?
Oh yeah, easily.
Listen, I need you to stop measuring dicks over here and get to fighting.
Unst kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, "We already did this in the bathhouse."
Oh God!
Where did Flick go?
Looks
He
right.
should be where Spudnik is.
Yeah, he's there.
Is he? Oh, I don't see
there.
him. I only see Spudnik.
You
That's
have
This
weird.
is happening again.
Okay, now
just-
I see him.
Yeah, it's because he was under Spudnik.
Ah. Yeah, he should be under Spudnik, but he should have been visible to. He was before I moved them there, and then he wasn't. So
Okay.
all good.
Gobbo Lobos. These guys are gonna adjust themselves, and how long is that hallway? Long enough. You do have partial coverage, so there is a mischance on this. Obviously, Keldor.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. All three of those would hit. That's not good. Mischance. Mischance. Partial coverage is 50 or 20%.
20, I believe.
Okay. High or low?
Let's go high.
Okay, so I therefore need to roll above 80 to miss you. That sound about right?
Yep.
Okay, let's do this. Number one, that's an 82, so that misses.
Yes.
Two, that's a 52, so that hits. Number three, 19, so that hits.
Well, either way, it would have been one miss. Oh well. Still one miss.
Okay, so 7 damage. As these other gobos, since they're little, they can walk down here 2 by 2. They're going to start moving down there.
Is that as far as they can move?
They were there. So, my mouse finger is slipping everywhere. Huh, it was.
Nice.
10, 20, they can move another 30 feet. Is that 30? Yes, it was. I'm a wizard.
No, I'm a wizard.
Okay,
What
kid.
might say
You
a
hear the
dead
sound
master?
of crossbows being fired, and then goblins going "Ah!" as they
Okay.
start charging closer and closer.
Okay, I'm going to shout to the ones in the hall, get the hell back! Let them come and fight on where we know! And while I'm saying that, I'm going to go and, let's see, do I have enough movement to do that? Oh yeah, if I double move. Double move, I will get myself over here, and I'd like to start picking up this goblin corpse.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute, what?
Good. It's definitely what
Crap.
this needed.
Do it! Do it!
You
I've
you
got a
grab
plan,
the goblin corpse. Eliza, she is going to move herself to about here, and she is going to do a thing. She's gonna like raise her hands up to her chest and start going, "Oh, Holy Triad, please, 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 don't let my friends die. Please, I hope that you bless us. Everyone within that radius is blessed, +1 to attack.
Nice.
It's a very
Vara.
nice spell.
+1 to attack, you said? Okay.
And that's on top of Inspire Courage, I think.
Hmm.
Yes, because these are morale bonuses and they stack.
Second for days.
Yep. Baco is going to, I guess, let's see, since he can't see anything. He's going to move down here and take out his crossbow and just kind of like train it down the hall until he sees someone other than Keldor and Flick.
Question for you. What's the range increment on daggers?
I think it's 10 feet.
Okay, and then beyond the 10 feet, what's the negative
Oh,
again?
it's not 10 feet. I think it's 30 feet you can throw them, isn't it?
I can double check.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
And then beyond the range increment, it's -2 per...
Yes.
10
Okay.
feet range increment.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's 10 feet.
Okay,
Oh, there's only
so
10 feet? Whoops.
At 35, that'd be -6.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll wait.
Okay, meat sprinkles. He's going to hold his position there because he's not quite brave enough to charge down a bunch of goblin friends. Flick, well, I say friends, former friends.
I can attack and then move, right?
Yeah.
All right, and I could conceivably get an attack on one of these guys from where I am, right?
Yeah, you can throw your dagger.
Since I only had one eye peeking around the corner, can I pop out, get a sneak attack, and then run?
Yes.
All right. Let's do that then. And
Do it. Do it. Left or right?
left.
Alrighty, so chink. Yeah, that is right. You only have 2d6 currently, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm just double checking. Okay, cool.
And then I can move. Oops. To there.
Okay. Gobbler boss, he's gonna just start shrieking stuff and goblin. Angus is completely ignoring what Kid said, and he's gonna start moving forward. He's saying, "Ah, I'm taking the fights to them. I'm going to win." Oons has the so intelligent response of, "Ah, Oons is going to win."
God damn it! Come on.
Oh my...
He's gonna move to there, and then
Remind me to beat them up later.
Oons is gonna move himself right down to there, and he's gonna actually try and put himself right in the middle to block them from coming any further forward. He is willing to stand there and take attacks, but he can't move that and attack. Unfortunately, he's got to wait till next turn. Keldor.
So he's blocking any chance of me charging past him.
At least for now, yes.
Okay, well, I can't let these idiots get killed. So I'm gonna move up to here so I can cover him with my attack. And I'm going to toss a dagger at
Throw that
the
dagger.
one on the right.
This fellow. Do it.
Okay, and then the damage is
D3 plus strength
Yep.
mod.
And then plus the bonuses, so 6.
Yeah, so plus 1.
8 damage.
8. Alrighty. It's a good hit. Primrose.
Unlike people, I pay attention to instructions.
You're moving back.
Yes.
Trusting kids' tactical advice on this one?
Maybe.
Making good choices.
I just don't want these idiots to die because they're kind of important. Well, at least one of them's
Kids are
important.
making very good decisions this game.
These two gobos are moving forward. Shit, they both hit. Shit.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Unst is just shrugging it off, and he's going to keep on going. Kid.
Okay. Hoisting up this goblin. Am I still able to double move if I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to begin walking down the hall, and I'm going to say to Vako and Primrose, stay behind me, hit them hard. I'm going to be using the dead goblin in front of me as a shield.
A makeshift shield.
Makeshift shield, yes.
Okay. You count as having partial coverage then?
Mm-hmm.
Everything? With your makeshift shield. Eliza has no idea what's going on, so she's just going to wait. Varko.
Vako's gonna get behind Kid. And he's gonna scream out at Angus and Unst that they're putting everyone else in risk for jumping in there, not just themselves. He's gonna call them selfish.
Okay.
And he's gonna make a mental note to definitely speak with them after this battle.
And I have just seen that we are at 5 minutes. I should probably play it safe and leave it there for now, shouldn't we?
Sounds good.
Alright.
Okay. Well, we're going to use these last 5 minutes to do all the stuff that we should have done earlier. Mainly, that is plugging. Everybody, if you liked this, you should totally tune in more often and watch more. You can do these things by, following the Twitch channel here. You can subscribe if you want, and we'll tell you some amazing things that can happen if you subscribe. But you know what else you should do? You should totally follow people on Twitter. Myself, for example, the Bardic Knock. If you follow me, you'll get infrequent updates on vaguely D&D related things. It's great. If you really like me, you can also give me money. That'd be great, but you don't have to. I'll like you forever if you do. You'll be my best friend. You should also completely find Archer over on DeviantArt. That link is somewhere.
Right over there beside you.
Yeah, it's nearby. And yeah, you can follow Welcome Party RPG on Twitter. You can follow it here on Twitch. You can join the Discord group where we arrange all kinds of things, or we just chat shit. But it's usually tabletop RPG related. Sometimes
Fun
it's
stuff.
not.
Fun stuff.
Other things that need plugging. The artist for Kid, the Dark Horse, he's a great artist. You can find his Tumblr, a link on there somewhere.
That's right.
All the links for those are right to. So.
Dropping dice everywhere. You know what? I think that's the quickest I've ever done all of the plugs. It's like I'm getting good at this. I'm not getting good at this.
You can also.
Well, you know what? To round us off, TJ, tell the lovely people why they should subscribe and keep watching more of this stuff.
Because this is an active channel where you can actually subscribe to all sorts of D&D games. If you don't like ours, Other ones you can tune into.
Wait. Why wouldn't they like ours?
Yeah, right?
Well, I don't
Put a
know.
lot of work into this.
It could be legitimately insane. You never know, Matt. We don't want to judge against the mentally whatever.
Screw
Who
that.
do
You don't
we?
like my game. I don't like you.
Oh, there you go. He just laid
Joke.
down.
Just don't hate me.
No, that's the line in the sand. You just drew it right there. That's it.
It's too
The
late.
war is
Can't go
on,
back.
Matt. Yeah, no, there's no going back from that. But if you do want to subscribe to the channel, you can influence the game in ways such as giving a crit to a player of your choice on any of the games, not just ours, any of the games once per month. And if you happen to choose to donate to the channel, you can influence the game even further by introducing an NPC of your own design, should you be so inclined, or by even rewriting our player character sheets. You can add +1 to a stat of a character of your choice. There's all sorts of things you can do up to and including that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for a channel that you can actually have fun with and interact with us and have an influence in the game on, this is the place to do it.
It really is. And as we are signing off, we are most likely, don't quote me on it, but we're probably going to be raiding on over to Castle Mac. Great people, great friend of the channel, great D&D players. Go and check them out. They're cool. You know. Failing that, yeah. We hope you had a joyful experience with us, and we hope you don't faceplant into gelatinous cubes and nearly die. And with that, wish you all a good night and happy adventuring.
This is Matt
Archer, click the
Kelber's
button.
day.